Hello, everyone. This isn't Suzanne, but Suzanne's coming around.
Here we are.
Welcome to another Facebook Live from Warm Hugs. Listen, I had to do another one today from yesterday just because we have amazing, honorable guests, and we love it. Bob and Marilyn are with Olive Oil Pantry from Lakewood, Colorado, and they just brought us another load of everybody's favorite olive oils and balsamic vinegars. We've been selling you guys for, not you
10
guys,
years.
but thanks.
Good 10 years.
10 years.
10 years. And
You
with
were one of
Warm
our
Hugs,
first.
it's hard to believe.
I know.
Hard to believe. But it's so good. And that's why they're still in the store. You'll see things come and go. But the solid foundation pieces stay at Warm Hugs. You can always find Olive Oil Pantry here. And we love that. It's such high quality. And Marilyn and Bob will tell you about it. But wanted to introduce you to the dynamic duo. They hit the road and bring us our cases. You should have seen the cases they brought in this morning. But we're going to show you a few of the highlights of what we do have. And we can get more, too. It's easy. So I'm going to have you guys quick tell your story. And then, Bob, you can go however you like.
Well, we are just right down the road, so it's easy to get Olive Oil Pantry products up here whenever Suzanne or you guys need them. Our story started about 10 or 11 years ago.
When we went to Italy
Yep, Bob's
for my daughter's wedding.
Yep, and the food there was so good, and the olive oil and the balsamic, and the eating was so healthy that we decided when we came back.
We had to try to start a business selling
Right.
olive oil and balsamic vinegar.
So here we are. Suzanne was one of the first people that we contacted, and we were so nervous. And it was actually her daughter's graduation from high school.
Oh my heck. Long time.
She was really busy. But anyway, we got in touch, and it's been history since then. So we have quite a few different flavors, and I brought a few flavors that I can talk about today. And I brought some food that's very easy to make. We use the olive oil more for the cooking part, and we use the balsamic more for the pop in your food so that it tastes wonderful when you serve it. So should we
Let's
continue?
get rolling. How do we
Okay.
want to situate here, kids?
Well,
We're on the fly here. So
Okay.
if you want to stay in, you're welcome to, whatever you like. So
I'll just
you
make
can
a
give
comment
us-
about one of these when she gets to it.
Okay. Here we go.
We have
Here's our
here
balsamic.
our Caprices on a stick, okay? And I think I thought these up about 5 or 6 or 10 years ago because Caprese salads were too difficult to show. So there is a little half of a grape tomato and a little pearl of mozzarella cheese and then basil on top, and you stick a stick in it, and I'm going to put a little sun-dried, drizzle a little sun-dried and fig on this. And while I do that, Bob's going to tell you a funny story about these appetizers.
So good.
Well, Marilyn made this as an hors d'oeuvre for our Thanksgiving dinner one year, and the grandson came up and said, "Well, what is this?" And so we were explaining to him what we were doing, and he decided to try one. And when he tried it, his eyes lit up, and he goes, "Oh!" And then he grabbed another one and a third one, and then I started counting. Before he quit, he had finished 20 of them.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
He did.
Well, that's a testimonial.
And he was about only 8 or 10 years old at the time, and he just loved this.
This will get your kids to eat vegetables, right?
There you go.
Oh
So
my
here we
gosh.
have the fig vinegar, which you just drizzle. It's just a condiment. You always just drizzle. And then the sun-dried olive oil on the side also. And you just pick them up and pop them in your mouth.
Oh, kid, and they are delicious. We've sampled those before. Hey, let's grab a paper towel. Bob, can you see if one of the girls has something? We'll do
Another
that.
appetizer that we have are made with crostinis. Crostinis mean a little toast in Italian. And so on the bottom of each one of these, there is a little toast. I make my own little toast. I know you can get them at King Soopers, but it's so good and easy when you make them. So when you want to make a crostini or a group of them, hi.
We're
Right.
teaching meat too. So
You actually put the little toast, the crostinis, in the oven at 400 after you brush on our sun-dried olive oil.
Which we got a case of that in.
Right. So it also works well with our Italian herb. If you want a little spice to it, you can use the citrus habanero. And if you're doing, I did it all with sun-dried, but if you're doing a fish, you can use the Meyer lemon to make your crostinis. So put them in the oven at 400 and bake them for about 10 minutes. If you want to turn them over, you can, and it makes just a wonderful appetizer. Now on these, I put cream cheese and salmon and capers on this group. That's really yummy.
It looks amazing. So much better in real life.
And then this has a little Italian meat and feta and tomatoes. And I am going to just drizzle those.
Gorgeous.
With a little fig also. You can use traditional balsamic. That's really good on these, as well as fig. Just about any flavor. Cranberry orange also goes well. But you just drizzle a little bit goes a long way. And then you have a wonderful appetizer that takes no time at all to throw together.
I do want to comment, this balsamic is wonderfully thick. It's not super liquidy, so you know that's pretty much the quality of the balsamic. It has some thickness to it, not like molasses, but it holds, and it does last a long time. It goes far, which is wonderful. But you were saying earlier when we were chatting that it really just adds a pop. And now talk about an easy appetizer, easy hors d'oeuvres, because oh my gosh,
they are easy.
This
They're
is doable, and it's gorgeous, and it's impressive, but simple, which I appreciate. The simple things in life. Anything else you want to share about this?
Well, our balsamic comes from Modena, Italy, and to have true balsamic, it should come from Modena, Italy, and it's aged 18 years, and that gives it its thickness. It tastes very sweet, but that is the sweetness of the grape. There's no added sugar, so you'd be happy to know that. Again, just use a little bit when you drizzle. So
I will tell you, I bring a salad for lunch. It's nice and fast for me, and I always have a bottle of olive oil and their balsamic vinegars too. They're the variety on my shelf, and it's shelf stable. You don't have to refrigerate it. So I just change it up every day and enjoy a wonderful. It's so easy. And it's low calorie, if you will. The balsamic is like probably zero, if anything. But and the olive oil is good for you too. It's the good oils. So just want to say, it's easy for salads.
Suzanne mentioned salads. Jalapeno lime for the summer it's a white vinegar, and it is a little less thick than a little thinner than the dark, but it is wonderful on salads.
Easy salad.
As is our white peach. I can mention a recipe about our white peach.
Yes,
do you want me to do that?
Do. I love it.
Okay, this can be a dessert or a salad. Let's call it a salad. And so put out some greens on a plate, and you take half a peach, you have it, you take the pit out, and you put it face down on the grill. You grill it up so it has those nice grill marks. Then put some feta or some kind of cheese that you really like and drizzle with white peach, and it is a wonderful salad.
Oh,
so you can try
that's
that.
Going to sell out fast. What a treat.
Yes.
What a treat.
So the third
I can hold it up there.
okay, item I brought is really easy, really good, and it's a wonderful healthy vegetable. So I use our olive oil mostly for roasting, baking, grilling, and this is baked in the oven. It's baked at 400 degrees, and all you do is cut up a potato, put it all on the bottom and around the sides, and drizzle it with, I use sun-dried because we're kind of showcasing the sun-dried. And I bake that for, I don't know, until these are getting a little brown. You can tell when a potato is done.
Beautiful.
And then I put the tomato on there. Oh, I love it when we use heirloom tomatoes are the best. These are not heirloom, but when you can get those different colored tomatoes,
Oh, yes.
and brown and green and
Gorgeous.
red and purple, oh,
Gorgeous.
it's wonderful. Anyway, these are regular tomatoes, and then I put zucchini on the top and brushed it again with olive oil and finished baking it. It probably took about I'm going to say 40 minutes at 400
To
degrees.
bake after
bake.
that. Okay, amazing.
And then you just take it out with a pie
Yeah.
spatula.
Yes.
And you've got your vegetable.
It's beautiful. It looks amazing, and wow, it travels. She came all the way from Denver to area, so
Travels.
it's pretty too. It's amazing.
We're going to go to the park after this and eat it.
There you go. That's the way to do it. But oh, kid, we got so many flavors.
Well, I brought the Meyer lemon
oils.
out because, again, you could make a crostini with this if you're using salmon on your crostini. That would be very good.
Perfect.
Meyer lemon, I can't even tell you all the things we do with Meyer lemon. But I think my most favorite recipe is langostinos, which are little tiny lobstery round things, langostinos. You could use shrimp. And you make a pasta, you put spring vegetables in it, just saute spring vegetables, and I usually do that in just unflavored olive oil. And then the langostinos, and then you drizzle this on top, and it is just wonderful. It adds just enough Meyer lemon for a pop.
Oh my goodness.
So that's really good.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, I know there's another one. Do you want to talk about this? I will tell you a little story about our citrus habanero. Our citrus habanero.
Yeah, our citrus habanero.
One of our friends who loves hot. This is hot, but it's for those who love hot, and they love it. She likes to put it because not her sweetie doesn't care for the hot so much, and so she can put it in her bowl of soup, and she can do it to heat up whatever she wants. So you tell me what and she loves it. She comes and gets this all the time.
Well, first of all, the citrus habanero has a pop of citrus up front, which is a little bit of a surprise. It's fun. And then you get the hot afterwards, so it really tastes good on almost anything. But it is hot, so I use it more like a condiment. I make a green soup. So that means I go into my refrigerator and think, oh my God, I have to use all these vegetables. So I put carrots and leeks and spinach and everything that I have in there
Love
that
that.
needs to be used. And I saute those, not in this. I saute those. I could use Italian herb or sun-dried or Meyer lemon or anything. And saute those up. And then I put them in a big pot with some chicken broth and cook it for a little while. And then I puree the whole thing. And then at the very end, I put just a little bit of citrus habanero in there, and it's wonderful.
Oh,
because it just adds,
just boosts.
yeah,
it
it just
a
adds.
bit.
Yep.
That makes great sense, and honestly, it's one of our best sellers. This
Good.
particular one is. So.
And I make ranch potatoes, so I do everything with probably an unflavored olive oil, and then at the end, I put a little bit of this in there, and it's wonderful. Everybody really likes just a little bit of hot. So if you want just a little bit of hot, you can definitely use the citrus habanero.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we have a great variety of olive oils, and we're going to do another segment on balsamic vinegars. So, for now, thanks for joining us.
I'm going to just show you our traditional. It's our traditional dark. This you can use for absolutely everything. Salads, meats, desserts. We have a lot of dessert flavors too that I guess we'll go into when we do balsamics. But don't forget our traditional, because this is wonderful also. Thank you, Suzanne.
Hey, love it. We're ready. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you again. All right.
Bye.
Hey. Off. Haha, there it is.